Welcome to the 2022 South African Bowls Women's Nationals, hosted by EP Bowls with the headquarters at Walmer Bowling Club. Broadcast and live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Bowls One Sport for Life on YouTube and Facebook, and EP Bowls, Bowls Gauteng North BGN, and Northern Cape Bowls.
Okay, you can go.
2022 South African Bowls Women's Nationals, hosted by EP Bowls with the headquarters at Walmer Bowling Club. This is being broadcast and live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. Bowls One Sport for Life on both Facebook and YouTube, and then cross-posting on EP Bowls, BGN Bowls Gauteng North and Northern Cape Bowls. If you're watching, post us to your wall, Bowls Club pages, or your friend's wall. Please let us know what bowling club or city, where you're watching. And we start looking at a last 16 quarter-final match between Bev Breitenbach from Rustenburg and Doreen Meyring from Bloemfontein Municipalities. On the mat now, Bev Breitenbach, those white Drake's Pride Pro 50 bowls, highly noticeable. Also quite highly noticeable when you get it reasonably close to the jack, just a metre short. Doreen Meyring was going to be a test of her mental stamina. She's just come off a previous singles match to get through to the last 16, and that took her 25 ends of tight, mind-sapping bowls, and now straight into another tight tussle, but that's a glorious bowl. Bowl, which was way through the head, and that's bowls for you. Good shot, hit the jack, and all you do is steer it to your opponent. Monitor's not got. Yeah. Also very heavy bowl, just through the head, stays on the rink, very fortunate. And in one fell swoop, 3 bowls in the ditch. The white bowl of Bev Meyring's is a toucher. But Doreen Meyring still lying the one shot. Her final bowl. Busy rolling out into the shadows. And that could be a second shot. Bev Breitenbach, let's fly. And unfortunately just slightly heavy, with the jack being a foot and a half from the ditch. That's where the ball ends up. So at this stage, Doreen Meyring, definitely the one shot, might even be 2. Only the one. But if they're going to ask the marker, Richard Mullipart, who's a local member here at Walmer Bowling Club, who immediately has abdicated and given duty to the umpire with the ball in the ditch. Some technical measuring required now. This is definitely taxing times when you in a national event approaching the quarterfinals. You're having to play 2 singles matches in a day. A real test of mental stamina. Because you certainly don't want to concede anything. It just shows you how technical that measuring is, with both marker and umpire involved. Just to get that angle over the edge of the rink to the jack exactly right. And finally a decision is being come to. Busy trying to make up their minds. And just the one shot, finally, for Doreen Mayring. So, early advantage for Doreen Mayring from Bloemfontein Municipals. Up against Bev Breitenbach in the last 16 from Rustenburg. On the mat, Doreen Mayring now with those arrows, pink arrows. And just runs through the head. That'll be lucky if it stays on the rink, and no, it doesn't. Bev Breitenbach now. Playing the backhand. And just running out of a little bit of steam, a metre short, but on the rink. Once again, a ball that is flying through. Second one in the ditch. Doreen Mayring won't be too impressed with that. Bev Breitenbach in reply. Just a little bit more weight. Gets it a foot closer to the jack. She's holding 2. The only 2 balls that are on the rink. Important ball this for Doreen Mayring. Very good weight, but about 1.5 meters wide. Another good looking bowl. Very good weight adjustment. Well bowled by Bev Breitenbach with those Drake Pride Pro 50. This is a lot narrower from Doreen Meyering. It just drifts, comes back in off the wick for second shot. Last bowl from Bev Breitenbach, an opportunity to increase that tally from 1 to 2, but unfortunately narrow, and it'll stay at 1. So Peels after 2 ends. Warmer Bowling Club, situated here in Gqeberha, home of the PE Bowling Club, which is the oldest club in the country, celebrating their 140th anniversary this year. Come a long way since them days. A shorter end called for by Bev Breitenbach, with the jack 6 meters in, mat on the 2 meter mark, and a good start from Bev Breitenbach. Just a foot short. Good reply, steals a shot away. Doreen Meyering. Very good shot. What has Bev Breitenbach got in reply? Now you see the shadows that have crept across the rink here, and one thing in the shadows, the running surface becomes a little bit tacky, and you've got to allow for that in terms of weight control. Looks like Bev Breitenbach holds the shot. Doreen Meyering with her second bowl reply. Choosing the backhand, any contact on her first bowl will knock it closer towards the jack. And has she done it? No, wide, through 1.5 meters. Oh, you don't want to do that to your opponent. Oh, just through the gap. So easily could have sliced your opponent's bowl up onto the jack. Testing time now for Doreen Meyering. Got to find her own bowl and promote it. Other than that, just draw the shot. Brilliant bowls. Absolutely brilliant bowl. Great line, great weight. Now, to work out the angles for Bev Breitenbach. How do you hit the head? The last bowl of Bev Breitenbach, an important one. Let's fly on the backhand. It's narrow enough, it's got pace, and too narrow. Should only be the one shot for Doreen Meyring. Doreen Meyring goes back to the mat for her last bowl. Oh, how do you improve on that previous bowl of hers? Drawing the shot with a perfect delivery. Beautiful setting here at Warmer Bowling Club. And this could be interesting. Just a little bit wide, doesn't come back enough. So it'll just be the single shot for Doreen Meyring. And she should go into a 2-1 lead. Oh, a little bit undecided. Having a look at it from all angles. And the measure comes out. Richard Mullipod, a member here at Warmer Bowling Club, having to do the duty. So it'll just be the one. It looked like Bev Meyring's second ball was a lot shorter than that of Bev Breitenbach. So after 3 ends, 2-1. Doreen Meyring, in the meantime, on the mat, brought it up forward about 6 meters and has put the jack in the ditch. So that'll come all the way back. And we'll have a restart, this time from Bev Breitenbach, who immediately takes the mat right back to the 2 meter mark. Meter short of the 2 meter mark, so long end. Meyring now. This little westerly breeze starting to pick up, and you think it will start having an effect on these bowls. The direction that Doreen Meyring's playing and Bev Breitenbach now, their forehand will just turn a little bit more. Bev Breitenbach opting to stay on the backhand and just comes up a meter short. Not a good second bowl from Doreen Meyering. And also short. You find with that westerly wind blowing from right to left across this rink, that anything on the backhand, it will tend to shorten the weight. Oh, very short. 3-4 meters short. Won't be happy with that. A little bit narrow the line, just running a meter through. Still the shot in favour of Doreen Meyering. All the way from Bloemfontein Municipals. And once again coming up short. An opportunity. That avenue is wide open on the backhand, but once again narrow. And running through the head. So it'll just be the one shot to Doreen Meyering. She'll go into a 3 shots to 1 lead after 4 ends. The 2022 South African Bowls Women's National started with the singles, 43 sections of open singles players and 20 sections of veteran singles ladies. It's all coming down to the sharp end now in the last 16 quarterfinals. This is for a position in the semi-finals, which will be played tomorrow. Finals on Saturday. Once again, the jack gets into that shady area and it really does become very tacky. Out of the sunshine, in the shade. Just makes your weight control a little bit more difficult. Good start from Doreen Meyering. Jack high, a foot left. Way too heavy, running 2-3 meters through. Another good bowl from Doreen Meyering. Just a foot and a half short, lies the 2. Much better weight control from Brev Breitenbach, and she has dead drawn onto the jack. Brilliant ball. Doreen Meyering deciding she's going to have a good look first of all, seeing which hand she must play, and once deciding on which hand, whether there's space to get in round the shot bowl. The backhand Very good contact. Has freed the jack away from Bev Breitenbach's drawn shot. He's done it again, has Bev Breitenbach. Those brilliant balls. Absolutely brilliant. Dead drawn it twice. Last ball on its way. Line looks good. What's the weight like? What's the weight like? I don't think it squeezed it out far enough. I think it's still advantage Bev Breitenbach. Yeah, confirmation from the marker. Bev Breitenbach holding the shot, ball in hand. All she wants to do is just drop in on that pink ball behind the jack. Oh, and it's such a good try, just missing it. So it'll only be the single shot to Bev Breitenbach. And she closes the gap after 5 ends. She trails 3 shots to 2. Please let us know if you're watching the streaming service. Please let us know what bowling club or city you are from and where you're watching this exciting action in the 2022 South African Bowls Women's Nationals. Warm-up Bowling Club in Gqeberha is the host venue. Bev Breitenbach coming up a metre, just over a metre short. So important early on, the early ends, to pick up that momentum and create the stranglehold and not let go. Another narrow ball from Doreen Meyering. Holds the shot though. That's a good ball. Very good ball. Oh, just narrowly slides past. Will hold the shot though. Advantage Bev Breitenbach. Can Doreen Meyering reply? She came off a stiff previous match, having to play 25 ends to get through to this last 16 game. Comes up a good 2 meters short. Another good line from Breitenbach, tracking perfectly to within a 1.5 feet. Advantage Breitenbach. This looks like a much better line of ball, but just cutting across behind the shot ball. So Doreen Meyering will stay 1 down. even with the wick taking a little bit of pace off that delivery, coming up a good metre short. Doreen Meyering requires inspection. The long walk up to the head. What shot, how much weight, what tactic to use, which hand to play, all going through the mind of Doreen Meyering with her final ball. Important ball this, because she's definitely one down, could be two down. It's got the weight, but I think it's going to be narrow, cuts across into her bowl and will have no effect on the head. It's amazing, coming back towards the board. The players playing that backhand, very narrow. Doreen Meyering agreeing. Richard? Just the single shot. Bev Breitenbach agreeing wasn't worth measuring. So just the one. Now Peels at 3-all after 6 ends. Oh. Once again, a little bit narrow and short from Bev Breitenbach with those Drake's Pride Pro 50 bowls of hers. And now the riposte from Doreen Meyering. Also narrow and running out of steam as it gets into that shady area. Better line, still slightly narrow and metre through. Bev Breitenbach. It's amazing, the brakes just come on as soon as that ball hits that shaded area. Better line, better weight, and another shot. Doreen Mayring having weighed up her options, deciding to stay on the forehand. But once again, trying to use that bowl of Bev Breitenbach's and done so perfectly for the shot. Oh, not hard enough. Has it rolled back and secured the shot? Might have. Could have been interesting that with a little bit more weight and that angle, knocking that pink ball out of the head. Oh, having a look at all angles. One ball to come from Doreen Mayring. Doreen Mayring. Important bowl this. Good line. Oh, and it just nicks her own. Pushes her opponent Bev Breitenbach's bowl up. Could still just be the one shot though. Just waiting for Doreen Mayring to get to the head, confirming. Oh, the measure's going to come out. That short pink bowl of Doreen Mayring. Now it looks like the measure has gone Bev Breitenbach's favour. And now she's asked for her other ball. To be measured. And looks like might have got lucky with two. Takes Bev Breitenbach. Having been Vegan Bowls Women's Nationals Open Singles, being hosted by EP Bowls with the headquarters at Warmer Bowling Club. On the mat now, Bev Breitenbach leading by 5-3. Playing her preferred backhand, but once again coming up way short. Better looking bowl from Doreen Meyering. Great start. Oh, brilliant. Inches away. Now that's good weight, but just narrow. Doreen Meyering not able to repeat the heroics of that first bowl, coming up 2 meters short. Bev Breitenbach coming into the head, bit of pace, just runs a meter through, not wasted there. Good line once again from Doreen Meyering. And there's the wick in for second shot. Almost a drive coming from Bev Breitenbach. And just narrowly missing. Now, important bowl this for Doreen Meyering. She can add a third shot in her favour. Eighth end, it's a free bowl. Already 2 to the good. And she's done it. 3 good bowls there. Takes Doreen Meyering back into a single shot lead after 8 ends. She leads 6 shots to 5. Short little water break for Doreen Meyering. She must be really feeling it. Previous match this morning, 25 ends. That was. Physical and mental stamina a key. Getting to the sharp end of the stick. Just that mental approach has to be just so much stronger. This specific direction of the ring, Doreen Meyering struggled with her weight control. just allowing